Hi guys. Chapter 4.3. Category Management Principles Textbook. What we're going to go through here is, the last video was about the definition. Now we're going to go through the role. And as we go through the role, I want to point out a couple things. And I've already written these on the board. Right now you can freeze it, screenshot it, and maximize it if you'd like. I'll wait. Okay. 4.2, role. You have multiple roles that we're trying to get to, all right? And why are we doing this? All right, so I wrote all these up here so I didn't have to write as much and I can actually talk to you. You're putting forth roles after you define the categories because you want to understand the priority of the categories, the importance of the categories, and the resource allocation. When you come from the resource allocation, your resources are finite. Remember, we've talked about this in multiple times. Resources are finite, so you have to allocate resources, otherwise you run out of money. Your steps, you determine the roles. In fact, you're putting together the roles that are going to be used. Right? You might not have destination roles, but you probably will. You'll assign the roles to the categories, and then you'll allocate the resources based upon these roles. Why are we doing this? The benefits are that roles deliver value and they maximize return on assets. And so remember, everything that we're trying to do here is maximize our return on assets. This is on inventory primarily, but this is also on pricing and the whole works. So the more you can understand where your resources should go and where your resources should not go, the better off you're going to be. Here are the 4 roles that we want to talk about in this book. Destination, primary provider of this category. It defines the retailer in the customer's minds. Remember, everything here is coming from the customer's viewpoint. Provides superior value, and you lead in market share. And as I've said in a couple of the videos, if you are not prepared to do everything you can to lead in market share in that category, do not assign it as a destination category. The next one down would be preferred. You're now the preferred provider of that category in your overall market space. It builds your retailer's image. So you have certain categories that you just want to enhance a little bit. You may not be top destination, but you want people to know that this is a special category for you. It could be spices, it could be organic, those kind of things. It offers a competitive value, where over here it's a superior value. You cannot get beat on destination. Competitive means you're right in there with everybody else, and it delivers profit. Remember, you're not delivering a ton of profit per se in destination because you might have pricing that's a little bit too low. It has to be low. Here you're delivering some profit and your return on assets. Occasional seasonal, you're a major provider in your space. It reinforces the retailer's image, frequent competitive value, and secondary role in profit. And then convenience, it reinforces the one-stop shop. This is like health and beauty care and those kind of items. They're convenient categories. You want to make sure they're there. They have everyday value, and they generate a ton of profit. The part over here that you can't see very well because of the glare, so just listen. Resources impacted, staff, floor space, management time, supplier relationship. This makes a ton of sense. If you're going to be a destination category, you're going to get more space because you have to have more assortment, because you have to be superior. So that in a nutshell is chapter 4.2. Went through it kind of quickly, but I just want to make sure that we covered what roles do for categories.